No, you will not crush me. For your name is not Wesley Crusher. Star Trek jokes. I've got like 3 of them. I'm doing some Star Trek Online today. Because I'm doing the joke. I am forever stuck in 1997. So the joke is, haha, Star Wars. Haha, no, Star Trek. I tried this out like last Monday and I thought, you know, this is kind of neat. It's not great, but it's interesting. Wow, there's a better game than Star Trek Online. Definitely. I've played like 3 hours of Star Trek Online. Wow, so much better. I greatly prefer Star Trek Online because it does 2 things. One of them it doesn't do very well, but the other one is interesting. It's so weird. I would much rather play Star Wars Jedi Survivor. Would love it. Was looking so forward to it, but then they fucked it up. So, fuck you, Respawn and or EA. And despite the Star Trek versus Star Wars jokes, I do enjoy some Star Trek. What it does well is the fan service. You have to be a fan of it. For we are the crew of the, well actually the captain of the, well, buttons? Oh god, jeez. I am the captain of the USS Sapienza, which is this thing. But we are not actually playing as the crew of the USS Sapienza. Playing this idiot, who is a citizen. Again, I've randomized the name and that's, oh my god, this is gonna be our ship. It's the ugliest thing I've seen in this game. We are some Romulan asshole who's very poor because Romulus exploded. Also, behold, 13-year-old MMO voice acting. Like, you think Alpino Leveler goes through some shit? Listen to this.
I have an idea of what this might be. When I was out beyond the Eridon Belt, we responded to a distress call from a mining outpost.
Oh, it occurs to me. My Federation character had a mission on this planet the other day. And, spoiler. Things are not gonna go great for you. Right, what are we analyzing? I haven't actually listened to what he's saying.
Remember that mining station that I mentioned?
No.
Lucky for us, you were there to put a stop to whatever they were trying to do.
Yes. Thank God the hero of the Federation is here. Sorry, the hero of Romulus is here. I would point to myself, but one of the things I really dislike about this video game is this box. You're staring at this box for 90% of the playtime. It's not brilliant, again. I didn't say this was gonna be brilliant. I had food poisoning today. Why did you have food poisoning? Ate at a restaurant. Sue them. Sue them into oblivion.
I'm going to head back to the restaurant. Meet me for a drink when you're done.
No, I don't feel like going to the restaurant now. Thank you, Tovan. Can we meet elsewhere? Explore the settlement and then meet up. I don't want to explore it. I already know what it looks like when it gets bombed later in this tutorial.
Hey there.
Starfleet spoilers. Sorry.
And now we celebrate. The trials are behind
Oh
us.
boy.
Aeronat is prosperous and growing. We will face new challenges in the future, but we will face them.
Boy, am I glad that I live on Virinet. Nothing bad ever happens on Virinet. I thought there was already bombardment. That's just fireworks. Ah, there's the bombardment.
We're jamming their sensors. When they get us, they'll think you were caught in the swamp.
It's a massacre out here.
They're not attacking. Devex showed me how to fly as Warbird. We're almost there.
Right. I'm sad. Hello, Phantom. I too am sad. This tragedy that has befallen us is awful. Ah! So is this ship. Look at it. Look at it. It's a block of cheese with engines.
Get our weapons and warp drive operational.
What is this? Why? Why is this? No. Ba 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 ba. Very disappointing. And I like clicking the buttons here a lot because it's a very tactile feeling. It's like, yeah, I like the clicking on stuff. It makes me feel like I'm actually on the bridge and inputting commands into the consoles.
There's a tall Shi'ar drone dead ahead.
And yes, this is the other of two things that this game does, and it does it quite a bit better. Because, you know, you have to juggle a lot of things. There's actually shit going on when you're doing this. The ground combat, not so much. There goes the warp, Mr. Worf. I mean, whatever your name is. Tovan? That's not your name.
What should we do?
Stand by, Mr. Kev, while I respond to chat. Love Star Trek Wars. This is the one where Captain Picard has a fight with Darth Vader. No. You grossly mistaken me, so I can't believe you made such a beginner mistake. This is the one where Admiral Janeway, because we're slightly in the future. The interruption was very on point there. Because this is Star Trek. Captain, something unexpected is right in front of us. What shall we do? Scan them. Hail them. Send a diplomat. Usually in that order.
Surrender now, and I will ensure that you serve us in the
Never. We will fight our last breath.
at will.
My weapons don't actually work. Why did I say we'll fight to the death? Full power to forward shields. I promise I will not roleplay Star Trek stuff too much. I've never even really done that.
Sting me. You think you won? This is not the end. Even now, more of my ships are on their way. Next time, you won't have anyone to protect you.
We need Colonel Hakeev to be the next Gaius von Balsa. Although, I bet he never says creeping mendacity, so you are a second-rate Gaius, but... The line reading. Ah, brilliant. Don't cross my path again, Hakeev. Can I have your ship, though? Because I have this thing. I have this broken skateboard.
I would say we arrived just in time, given your ship's condition.
Who
are you? What happened here?
I am very Romulan. How do you do?
As I said, I'm with the Romulan Republic. You may have heard of us.
Oh, you may have heard of us. I'm very important. You come often to the Cloud District.
We are working to gather survivors of...
These are the voyages of the starship. I forgot the name because it's randomly generated. I should have called it the RVV or whatever the acronym is. Randomly generated. It's a meta joke. I hope I don't have like a hardcore Star Trek nerd lurking who's like really into this game and loves all the, like, I don't know, the story, the detail and everything, and I keep talking over everything. I've paid zero attention to the last cutscene, and I'm one of those streamers, you know, like when we're watching Final Fantasy 14 and oh, a friend is in here. Final Fantasy 14 and people go like, click on the next text box, something important happens, and you on camera see them turn away to reach chat. I die every time a little inside. Sorry, I have trauma to process regarding the Final Fantasy 14 MSQ.
Our goal is to unify the shattered Romulan people under a new democracy instead of Sila's.
I love democracy. I love the Republic.
There's much to do, however.
But I will murder a motherfucker when they get in my way. What did Dan do to form the Republic?
We need to be able to approach the Vulcans as equals, not as refugees looking...
That is actually neat.
Did you want to know anything else?
Listen, because I have some appreciation for Star Trek. I greatly appreciate this context and like the expansion of that part of the timeline. The RRW, which is a terrible initialism for ships, because you have to say W. The RRW. The RRW. The RRW. Yeah, I should just do German, because RRW. Not to be confused with RWE, which is a terrible energy company in Germany. That's tearing down forests when they don't fucking have to. The government is fully behind them, if not in just playing it. And our previous state minister was... Sorry, what? Twice the prize, double the prize? Pride. Customize me ship. Yes, please. Please give me options to make it not completely hideous. Ugh. Look at it. I mean, don't look at it. Please. There is 2 options. Oh, maybe. Okay, I can at least do the texture away. The bland plastic Lego texture. Brown? This is hideous. Do we want brown? Yeah, and we want a decal. Now some green and some purple, pink. That one. At least that way the patterns stand out. Oh, we can give it a little bit of rouge. Yes, this is my ship. Yellow highlights, or yellow decals, that makes it go faster. Green exhaust for some reason. Oh my lord, there's an entire bird on the bottom. Let's maybe not look at that too long. We have a bird on the bottom and rouge on top. This is brilliant. It doesn't even cost me any money. Save. Apply. Brilliant. We're being hailed by Republic Commando. Ah, the best Star Wars game. Oh, Republic Command. Never mind. Are we in the beta quadrant? Yes, because Seoul is here. We're not going to Seoul. It is a city place. Full of silly people. Who don't program their Jedi video games properly. I believe that is another player. I wish this game had an inspect button. Info isn't one. Like, I want to see his goddamn ship. Not what kind of Romulan he picked. Like, this game needs adventure plates for your ship. Holy shit, I would pay a sub for this game if it had adventure plates for your ship. Ship venture plate? Exactly. They could name it that as well. Ah, brilliant. We've solved Star Trek Online. Have you heard of the critically mostly ignored...
The Helix. Your orders?
Stand by, I have to make a Final Fantasy joke. Have you heard of the critically ignored space MMO Star Trek Online with its free-to-play mode up to level... I have no idea. I think it's actually unlimited if you can just play it, because it's free-to-play rather than having a free trial. So this joke doesn't work. With unlimited playtime, because it's free-to-play, so this joke doesn't work. And no award-winning expansions. Again, this game does 2 things, and one of them it doesn't do very well. And the other one is debatable, but I kind of enjoy it. For the fantasy, it tells the Star Trek fantasy very well, and that's just me as a very casual Star Trek fan. Again, I've only watched Next Generation. And the first 2 seasons of Discovery, which I like just fine.
Tal Shiar Security Order 63-R.
Execute Security Order 63R? Excuse me, what?
Identify yourself immediately.
What do you mean, arm? This isn't an arm. This is just balls. In space. I wonder how the ERP scene is in Star Trek Online, come to think of it. To the airlock.
I wonder where they went.
No, you don't need to put people into the airlock. This is Star Trek. We can just beam them into space.
As soon as Delta is connected.
I'm a very good Star Trek fan because I immediately corrected you on something that had a technical explanation. Ramming speed, Mr. Worf. Again, not Worf. Like the wrongest person to call out. But I like saying Mr. Worf. No, don't show the bird. The game is literally flipping you the bird.
The refugees. We'll all we can to help them.
Good timing.
This is
Life in the Romulan Navy, Space Navy, isn't all cakes and rainbows.
Watch where you're shooting. We need those shuttles.
What? The entire shuttle exploded because of what exactly?
A new plan.
No, we have bugs as well. Guys, This game is no better than than Jedi Survivor. It's also full of bugs. Sorry. What kind of ship is that? A cool looking ship. Like a slightly cooler looking ship than my warbird. My warbird is less of a warbird and more like a struggle chick. Yay! Back to the thing that Star Trek Online does better. Way, way, way better than the ground combat. Space combat. In space! Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 ba.
Engage the tall Shi'ar and is forming a wedge.
We cannot get a weapons lock, and our singularity core power levels are fluctuating.
Oh no, not the singularity core power levels. It's very bad if they're fluctuating. Apparently. Oh, Star Trek. We love you so much. There is no response. Where are they?
I've scanned the shuttles, sir. They've taken everyone. Everyone. Even my...
The line reading again. You're amazing, lady.
Logs show that a cruiser warped in during the fight with the battleship, stayed at long range, and then decloaked briefly. They warped away less than a minute later. Ugh, they must have taken the colonists from the shuttles while we were in combat.
Ensign Bernese, you're incredibly calm about the situation. People were taken. There are lives at stake. Emotion, please. I know we're Romulans, but we're not Vulcans.
And we need to get out of this system while we still can.
On screen. It's just so much fun to say on screen. In a slightly lower voice.
I'm a doctor.
2 of the recent movies. Ah, you poor unfortunate soul. You had to watch Into Darkness. Now that is a terrible movie. The first was fun. The first was fun. I still hum the music to this day. Bam, 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 bam. It's great. I mean, Michael Giacchino is amazing.
Good to have you here. We heard about you.
Why? Stop your Geordie LaForge cosplay. It looks ridiculous on you.
That guard's entire family was killed by the Tal Shiar. He didn't appreciate it, and a fight broke out.
I apologize for bursting out into laughter upon hearing the news that his entire family was killed by the Tal Shiar. However, I'm laughing at the obvious trope of, oh, the evil people killed my family. Especially in RPGs. I am not insensitive to the plight of someone's murdered family. Except in RPGs, where it's overdone. This is not gonna land. Why are the Tal Shiar evil? Because everyone keeps asking him to grab something from the highest shelf. The Tal Shiar.
Stand down, and no one will get hurt.
We shoot you in the face? Apparently not.
We should free any prisoners and then get out of here.
Fucking ruthless. Jumps on the desk and shoots him in the face. I wanted the honor, kind of, but you do you. Ba 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 ba. Oh no. In a story in Star Trek, the time spotters don't work. The originality knows no bounds. Hey, we're almost there. I wonder if the Tal Shiar are gonna shoot us. I don't want to be overly cynical, but it seems the Tal Shiar keep shooting us wherever we go.
There's nothing better than killing Romulans.
Yes, there is. Killing Klingons. They're the most annoying things in the Star Trek universe. Your torpedo missed. It's hilarious. Again, I will say that maintaining broadside on the Starfleet ship is slightly more interesting than just shooting forwards in the warbird. Here, you can have a level 4 thingamajig. Plasma shockwave. If a plasma shockwave hits a Siphon Brigade, then their shield modulation is gonna drop to 13%. Funnily enough, I was wrong last time. We were not being shot at by the Tal Shiar in that mission. down to the planet that's just until recently been toxic, radioactive, and all the other stuff. See, who needs Jedi Survivor to go to exotic locales in space and explore them? Or, you know. Listen, it's just heavy copium because I want to play the Star Wars video game. Alright, I will concede. Jedi Survivor may just be ever so slightly more exciting than getting water samples off of the purple planet.
Fascinating. The water is barely tainted by the planet's radiation.
Oh good, it's just barely tainted by radiation. This is fine, right? It's barely tainted by radiation. You have no comment on the minerals? But they're minerals. Speaking of bugs, glitches, texture? No, sorry Romulans, we can't settle this planet. It's got buggy textures. Lighting works on it. Sort of, but what am I looking at? But hey, at least the frames are stable. Not all the space video games can claim that lately. I'm gonna keep harping on that because they deserve all the ridicule in the world for releasing a game like that.
Tholians.
Oh gee.
What are they doing here?
Tholians? The heck?
Tholians.
No. I don't know what a Tholian is either.
Tholians are known for not caring very much about us humanoids. The ship isn't detecting any more Tholian ships in orbit, but with
Stop saying Tholian.
That'll change. We should see what those Tholians are after.
Again, stop saying Tholian. Who wrote this?
Can't take it from us.
You can't put Tholian 7 times in this little bit of text. So what you're saying is this ancient sword that we used when we were much more warlike has resurfaced, and whoever wields it can now rule over Mandalore? I mean, New Romulus?
Yes.
No, you will not crush me. For your name is not Wesley Crusher. Star Trek jokes. I've got like 3 of them. Also, I really like the soundtrack to Star Trek Nemesis. Ba-bum. Ba-da-bum-bum. Yay, we get a free ship and apparently stuff, but free ship and higher tier ships. Helm plot across the New Romulus maximum warp. I have the choice between a Dellen Warbird, a Dellen Warbird, or a Dial Warbird. Actually, no, I cannot have the Dial Warbird because it costs 37,000 dilithium. I'll take the Dellen in the middle. No, what did I say? The RRW randomly generated. Neat! So much better than the brown book. Oh, can I have a die? Oh, I can have this? Oh, you can have it look like the scimitar. Alright. I'm a nerd. I'm a fan of the scimitar look. No, the scimitar look costs 3,000. Cancel. I'm not gonna pay money because I don't have any money. Do any of these not cost anything? What did it start as? Romulan Type 2. Can I have Romulan Type 1 for free? Yes. I can be brown if I wanted to? Yes. Can I... Nope. I cannot change this hull for not money. Oh, but I can change this into this. Oh, I prefer... Why did you change the... No, stay 2. Better. Yes, that is somewhat sexier. Colors? Oh no, where was my... Well, it should be red because they go faster. That is our new starship. So much better. Yeah, brilliant. And costs no money to do this. Which, you know, this is nice. It costs no in-game money or real-world money that you have to... And I have this new ship, which is incredible. And shiny. And red. Can't tell because the star is green, apparently, or something. I like this ship.